Hello boys and girls. Today for our alphabet we are going to be talking again about the letter Y. By the end of this you should know the name of this letter, the sound it makes, and you're also going to know how to write an uppercase Y and a lowercase y. So we're going to talk about the letter, we're going to read a story with lots of Y sounds in it. We're going to listen to the starfall activity for the letter Y, and then we're going to practice writing upper and lowercase y's together. So first, let's talk about the name of this letter. What is the name of this letter? We learned it yesterday. This is the letter Y. Say it with me. Y. And Y is a consonant, so it just makes one sound. Y says Y. Y says Y. Let's say that together 3 times. Y says Y. Y says Y. Y says Y. The only time Y is just a little bit tricky is sometimes when it's the end of a word, it will make a little bit different sound. It might make an E sound or something else when it ends a word. But most of the time at the beginning of a word, Y says Y. We have a picture of a yo-yo here. You can hear that Y sound in the word yo-yo. Listen to it carefully. Yo-yo. Yesterday we learned the name of our alpha friend, Yetta Yo-Yo. Her first and last name start with that Y sound. Here is an uppercase Y and a lowercase y. We're going to switch over and listen to the starfall activity for the letter Y. I want you to listen for those y sounds in the Y words it shares here.
Y. Y.
Let's make that Y sound together.
Yep. Yep.
Let's do it with the lowercase y.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, what is this polar bear doing? This is a Y word. He's giving a big...
Yep. Yawn.
Say that word together.
Yep.
Yawn.
Yawn. Yep.
What is this Y word?
Yep.
Yo-yo.
Yellow yo-yo. Yep. Yep. Yodel.
Yodel starts with a Y sound. Yodel is a kind of singing.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to switch over and we're going to read a story with lots of Y sounds in it. I want you to listen to the title of this story and see what Y sound you hear. This is called Yoko Yaks Yakety Yakking. I heard a Y sound at the beginning of every single one of those words. Yoko Yaks Yakety Yakking. We read a Y story about yaks yesterday. A yak is a big furry animal, kind of in the same family as buffaloes, cows, ox, all similar to that. So let's read about Yoko Yaks Yakety Yakking and listen carefully for those y sounds while I read. Yoko Yak yanked back the covers and bounced out of bed. She had so much to tell her friends about her adventure yesterday. Yodel-odel-odel, Yoko sang in the shower. Yay for school today, Yoko chanted as she got dressed. Mama Yak called to Yoko. Are you ready for breakfast? Yip, yep, yep, Yoko yelled back. Yogurt's yum, yum, yummy in my tummy, Yoko chattered as she ate. Don't talk with your mouth full, Yoko, said Papa Yak. Don't talk at all, please, said Yoko's younger sister, Yolanda. You're always yakety yakking. I am not, Yoko yelped. Ooh, I heard lots of y sounds on that page. Yoko zipped into the yard at Alpha Betty's school. Yo, Polly, she yelled. Yo, Sammy and Bobby. I went kayaking yesterday. Alpha-Betty rang the bell and smiled at Yoko. We all want to hear about your kayak adventure. Today is a very busy day, but tomorrow afternoon we'll have sharing time. You can tell us about your trip then. But Yoko couldn't wait. She started telling Polly Porcupine about the kayak trip during math. We kayaked down Coyote Canyon, said Yoko. Shh, said Polly. We're doing math. During silent reading time, Yoko started telling Sammy Skunk about the trip. Sammy put his fingers to his lips. We're supposed to be reading silently. Next it was time for art. Alpha-Betty smiled at Yoko. You can draw a picture about your trip. Okay, said Yoko. But Yoko wanted to talk about her trip. She started whispering to Bobby Baboon. Bobby put his hand over his ear. I can't think when you're yakking in my ear, Yoko. You're a very yakety-yak today. Yoko burst into tears. Alpha-Betty hurried to Yoko's desk. Bobby called me a yakety-yak, Yoko yowled. Bobby said, I'm sorry, Yoko. I do want to hear about your kayak trip, but not right now. Alpha-Betty whispered to Yoko, tell us about your trip with your drawing, and if you can be a quiet little yak during class time, you may talk first during sharing time tomorrow. The next morning, Yoko was early for breakfast. She was wearing her Coyote Canyon t-shirt. She was holding her Coyote Canyon yo-yo, and she was absolutely quiet. Yolanda looked at Yoko, and then she looked at Papa. What's wrong with Yoko? She's not yakking. Yoko dipped her toast in egg yolk and popped it in her mouth. She smiled at Yolanda as she chewed, with her mouth shut. When Yoko arrived at school, she smiled and waved at her friends and Alpha-Betty. Yoko waited for math to begin. She was very quiet. Are you okay? Asked Polly Porcupine. Yoko nodded yes and said nothing. During reading, Yoko was also very quiet. Are you okay? Said Sammy Skunk. Yoko nodded yes and said nothing. When it was time for art, Yoko was still quiet. Are you okay? Asked Bobby Baboon. Yoko nodded yes and said nothing. Finally it was sharing time, and Alpha-Betty said, Yoko, you may go first. Yoko ran to the front of the classroom. She smiled and said nothing. She showed everyone her 2 drawings of kayaks. She pointed to her yellow Coyote Canyon t-shirt. She demonstrated her yellow Coyote Canyon yo-yo, all without saying a word. The class began laughing and chanting, Yakety-yak, please come back. Yoko Yak laughed too, and then she began to talk. My kayak bounced over the waves. I was soaked by the water, and when I yelled, it echoed in the canyon. But I can be a quiet yak, as well as a yakety-yak, and I made up a yodel about it last night. Yodel for us, Yoko, yelled the class. Finally Yoko whispered, Oh, a yakety-yak can be quiet as quiet can be. A yodel-odel-odel and a yip-yip-yippee. Then she chanted loudly, And a yakety-yak can yodel, a yakety-yak can yak, a yodel-odel-odel and a yak-yak-yak. Yay for you, Yoko, said Alpha-Betty. You proved you can be a quiet yak, and a clever yak, and a funny yak, and a yodeling yak, said her friends. Then everyone cheered, Yay for Yoko Yak, and everyone did the yakety-yak yodel. The end. Here's some fun facts about a yak. It says, a yak lives in the Tibet region of China. They prefer high, cold areas. They get to be 6 feet tall, and their horns can be 3 feet long. Did you know yaks often crunch on ice and snow to get water? So there were lots of Y sounds in that story about the yakety yak. We're going to switch back and we're going to learn how to write Y. All right, so you need to get your tracing page out and get your name on the top. It looks like this. We're going to use our pencil for this page because we use our pencil when we are writing. I'm going to put my name on the top. I'm using a marker so it shows up better, but you all use your pencil. All right. First, I'm going to model how to make an uppercase and lowercase y for you up here and tell you the writing strokes. and then we're going to work through the rest of it and practice making those letters together. So everybody put your pencil down, get your listening ears ready, and let's watch me do an uppercase Y. Uppercase Y goes little slant to the middle, little slant down to make a V, line down to the bottom. Watch me do that again. Little slant to the middle, little slant to make a V, line to the bottom. That's uppercase Y. Lowercase y starts at the middle line, and it is also a bottom drop where it comes past that bottom line. So lowercase y is going to go slant down, down, and make it dangle. Dangle down past that bottom line. Watch me do that again. Slant down, down, and make it dangle. All right, I want you to pick your pencil up, and let's do these two big letters at the top together. For uppercase Y, we're going to little slant to the middle, slant to make a V, line to the bottom. For lowercase y, we're going to slant down, down, and make it dangle. All right, let's practice this row of uppercase y's together. Get your pencil ready. We're going to slant to the middle, slant to make a V, line to the bottom. Slant to the middle, slant to make a V, line to the bottom. Keep going and trace that whole row of uppercase y's. Slant to the middle, slant to make a V, line to the bottom. And then you're going to come down and make a row of uppercase y's on your own. Slant to the middle, slant to make a V, line to the bottom. Now remember, on these writing pages, if you need to hit pause for a minute until you finish your row of letters, you can do that, and then click play again when you're ready to keep going. All right. After we finish that row of uppercase y's, we're going to come down and do the lowercase y's. Remember, that letter starts in the middle, and we're going to make it dangle. So we're going to slant down, down, and make it dangle. Slant down, down, and make it dangle. I'm going to trace that whole row of lowercase y's. Y says yeah. Slant down, down, and make it dangle. We're going to do a lowercase y's on our own. I'm going to start on that middle line. Slant down, down, and make it dangle. Make sure it comes down past that bottom line. Then on the last two rows, we're going to do a pattern. We're going to do some uppercase and some lowercase. Remember, for uppercase, we slant to the middle, slant to make a V, line to the bottom. Lowercase, slant down, down, and make it dangle. And after you trace that row, you're going to come down and make a row on your own. Slant to the middle, slant to make a V, line to the bottom. Slant down, down, and make it dangle. All right, if you need to go finish up any of your rows of Y's, you can do that. Then you can color the yarn that starts with that Y sound. So we know the name of this letter is Y. We know Y says yeah, and now we know how to write upper and lowercase y's. I will see you tomorrow with our next letter. Talk to you later.